We might be live.
Dark Star says, we are up.
Yeah, baby. We promised we'd play this one this week. So it was requested last week. It'd been so long since we played it, all right, we promise next week. So we refreshed our memory, but this is the first time really playing it in a long time. Great request, thanks for asking this. Here we go. In the past, the question's clear. How could we let that be? But the madness in the mirror seems impossible to see. The harmless prisoners silenced by the walls. The cursed listeners who can't help but to hear them all. Never should have been before. Should never be again. It's pounding down the door. The wailing wind. Little wonder in this heat, hides behind his mother's hand. Too much that he's seen, he will never understand. It never should have been before. should never be a get. But here we are once more, in the wailing wind. High, high. High, high.
Obviously, the ET craft do exist. Something
And
had
as we conclude,
man-made. It probably really hit me when I got inside the craft and looked around and began to understand how the craft was operated and finally grasped the whole project as a whole, as what we were doing, the fact that we weren't building this thing. We grasped the whole project as a whole, as what we were doing, the fact that we weren't grasped the whole project as a whole, as what we were doing, the fact that project as a whole, as what we were doing, the fact that we weren't building this thing, we were trying to find out how it was made. We were back engineering it. When I first got to that, we weren't building this thing, we were trying to find out how it was made. We were back engineering it. When I first got to look inside the craft, all I can say, it's an ominous feeling. You walk in there and it feels as if you shouldn't be there. I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's a real ominous feeling. It's not an exciting feeling. It brings up a whole lot of questions in your mind. I only witnessed one test flight up close, officially. That I was just inside the hangar. The craft lifted off the ground, virtually noiseless, other than a small corona discharge on the bottom of the craft, indicating the presence of high voltage. That dissipated at about 30 feet, and it stood there completely silently, and moved over to the left and to the right, and sat back down. That was the entire test. This was quite quite a scientific feat to lift something completely silently, under control, and perform a maneuver like that.
From deep inside the underground test facility, Lazar learned how these craft operate by studying their propulsion systems.
Oh, I thought it was, all right, see if this works. Yeah.
Obviously, the ET craft do exist. Something had to build them, so there must be aliens. And since there are and the craft are there must be some sort of factory and an entire civilization somewhere. And if in fact that is true, and it apparently is, then there must be others.
All week long I've been writing down the wall. Writing and writing and writing, erasing it all. Never set my watch, just couldn't take the time. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Everyone outside is choosing sides. Silly me, I still think they're alright. Don't know why they have to cross the line. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Now I could just shut up for 5 minutes. I might be alright, I might be fine. Stuck in a groove, my record skips my name. Sometimes my better angels know such shame. But then some of my pain isn't even mine. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Now if I could just shut up for 5 minutes, I might be alright, I might be fine.
This was how your day started. Started wrong.
Barbara! Barbara, get up. You'll be late for school.
Does she have to do this every morning, Barbara? Even if you're not really well-mannered, you could make a habit of being civil. Helen has trained herself to know what she's going to do. Does she have to do this every morning, Barbara? Even if you're not really well-mannered, you could make a habit of being civil. Helen has trained herself to know what she's going to do, and she's able to match the right skirt with the right sweater.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
Cheers. So much I've learned I never really wanted to know. And lately I've been letting myself go. Wouldn't recognize me from behind, but I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yes, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yeah, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Oh, that was fun.
Gosh, it's been since like maybe 230 something Sundays since we played that song last time.
A
Actually,
lot of
I
Sundays.
think the last time we played that song.
Oh, your reverb, yeah.
I think the last time we played that song was at the Lost Sierra Hoedown.
Oh, I bet it was. Guarantee it.
I think it was. In that great lodge. Gosh, thank you, Z. Late night lodge. We turned all the lights off. Gosh.
Wow, the paintings are looking amazing. I got a
Can't
nice
see
nice zoomed in shot of you now.
I am totally not on this TV thing because
Yeah, I feel so out of touch with the chat, but we're really discovering some fun little worlds, nice swimming holes. I think we could dive from that rock up there. It's deep enough.
I am not on the right thing. I'm trying to get my
Connected.
TV going, you know.
Ah, did it auto power off or something when we lost the stream?
It never refreshed on its own, but I see it now and I'm hopping in. Here we go.
I think we're still live. This is working, right, everybody?
It's working. It looks like it's working.
So cool. I do feel like this is going to be great. This step into Streamlabs OBS, a new software to stream from. Everything was, I was thinking the other night about how. Hold on, I'm maybe too much multitasking right now. I forgot what I was actually trying to. I'm in the wrong window, so the back of my brain can figure out what button to hit in it. But here we go. I just realized that I've been doing stuff on computers since they invented. The first thing I ever saved my own money for was like a weird Atari 2600 or not that. It was something with a keyboard. Oh, I don't even know what. Oh, that's. At first I was like, what in the world? And then it looked delicious. Christo is teasing us with his dinner.
Like a Tandy or something?
But no, the first one I can't even remember. But it was like one of the very first home computers ever that couldn't do anything.
Commodore 64.
But it seemed like a miracle. Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Yeah, I think.
But it had a couple games on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, not really. Like Minecraft. No, I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, but you were like, it was like called like Spelunk or Kerplunk or something like that. Does that ring a bell?
I sort of.
Well, I've been kind of chasing this game a little bit. I'd like to see it. My friend Scott Paul had a one of those computers, and that game was so fun. Whatever it was like you were underground and you had to watch out for the stalactites falling down. And yeah, it was really cool.
Not Pitfall?
No, it's before that.
Way before that.
Yeah. It was super simple graphics.
Yeah, this thing that I'm talking about was just really stupid. It was like basic code.
Oh, this shit was like characters moving.
Like the most exciting thing I ever achieved was I created a program where you would type run the program, and it would ask you a question, and if you said the right answer, it would give you a map to a treasure in the backyard that I buried. You know, I just drew it with like things on the keyboard, the map. Yeah. That's how fancy it was.
Right. A bunch of eyes and then some.
And I'm not really that deep of a geek, but I am at the same time like crazy, you know, because I've been dealing with this technology intimately from day one. Mm-hmm. It's so amazing. Well, what our generation, even me, I'm a little older than you, but you know, like I remember before CDs, before computers, cell phones, we all sort of have vivid memories of that, but like my most formative years were in a completely different world. And just musically speaking, watching the evolution, watching the computers sort of come in and start changing everything all around you. And I feel really fortunate to have been at the tail end of, because when I was like in my 20s in New Mexico, there were still a lot of people with like analog studios, and there were still photographers with dark rooms, you know, like the art community was this like analog scene, you know.
Yeah.
And then the digital thing just came along, you know, along with a lot of other things. And the next thing you know, like those things are a rare dinosaur, and I feel really lucky to have experienced it.
Well, you've seen it all. You've seen it come a long way from a Commodore 64, and that's cool perspective, because I didn't get my first computer until like the year 2000, and so XP was like brand new,
right?
And that was my introduction basically into using computers, was with that. So yeah, a lot had happened.
Were you like a student then?
No, no. I was just a home user, and the internet was new, and we had the dial-up modem, and man, we were fancy.
Looks like Christo's changing paintings here. Look at that. Woo, that is gorgeous. I got a nice shot of you too, Christo. This is beautiful footage.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So awesome. Wow.
But you know, at the same time, I also stayed at a pretty surface level. Like I can talk geek compared to people that aren't geek at all. But if I'm with actual geeks, it's quickly revealed.
Have you fixed your own computers, right?
No.
You never replaced upgraded RAM or replaced a hard drive.
You know what's weird about me, like with that kind of stuff, is I seem to like, I'll learn everything I need to know to get a task done, and which is really cool because I learn a new language to be able to do something.
Yeah.
But then I don't retain any of that information.
Yeah, you use it.
I learned PHP and HTML to build a searchable database of my lyrics like 10 years ago or something. I got books from the library, the whole deal.
Wow.
To learn just that much coding.
That's so cool.
But I could not code anything now. Like that was a very specific. I would always, even when I was a kid in school, I would study for the test.
Oh, wow.
The night before, I would cram all of it in because I could hold it. I could make a story out of it and tell it to myself and pass the test. But a week later,
yeah,
all gone. I ramble.
Yeah, I do that a lot because I work in Photoshop a lot. I work in Illustrator a lot. Some of the After Effects, some of the Premiere video stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I'll learn is just very task oriented. And then if I'm not using that again, I'll forget pretty quick.
If you don't have to do that task.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll be looking up things that I know just several months ago I looked up, you know.
I wish my brain was better like that.
Yeah. I used to be sharper, retain things like that.
I don't think I ever really was.
It's weird because, like, with something like Photoshop, you know, I knew of a way to do things in a certain way. And over the years, those things have, some of those methods and processes inside the application have changed. And so you have that, too. There's, like, these different learning curves that you go through as the different versions come out and they figure out new ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they put things in different places, new places, and you're like, oh, where's that tool I liked? Oh, it's over here now, you know. And so that always kind of slows you down a little bit.
I'm trying to create a new scene of us. I'm trying to zoom in on us a little bit, but I realized...
That's sweet of you.
Yeah.
But that's that's a big thing, to try to create a new scene. I mean, go ahead, man. Do it. You're trying to create a whole new scene.
Yeah, a whole new scene. Right.
Let's do it, man.
I would feel terrible if I crashed the show, though, because we're doing so good.
Oh, he's clicking and dragging, folks.
But that's the whole beauty of this thing, is that I haven't had a preview window for this whole time, and now I do. I have a freaking preview window. That's huge. People have been watching me resize things live on the air since day one. Because I have to resize it, and the only way to do it in Ecamm is while there is no preview window, so it's all happening. Everybody's watching you do it.
Is it working?
I'm creating a whole situation right now in the preview window. I'm zooming in. I just zoomed in. Look at you. I zoomed in on us. I'm cropping us. I'm about to go to it. I'm about to take this live. Here, let me scooch over. Oh, yeah. See? Bam, folks. Bam. Slap on those overlays. Oh, this is so nice. Wait till you see it pop up. Oh, I should.
Ooh, I just saw it go split. Yep.
And
that's a setting. You just go to it.
Should scooch me over.
Just boom, bada bam. Yeah, that needs a little scooching. A little scooching.
I can make it perfect later. But yeah, look at that.
Every now and then it just needs a scooch.
Oh, I just went for my thinking music button. I have no buttons now, folks. I don't know if I'll ever have buttons again.
Oh, no.
Buttons! Christo's crushing it. That was some... Oh.
Man.
That was classic.
It's just coming up over here.
Oh, nice. Wish I got him sooner.
Yeah. Oh, man. Friday night get
Now,
right.
these experiments started not on
With
tape
experiments.
recorders. Now, these experiments started
It's
not
the
on
rave
tape
witching
recorders,
hour.
but on paper.
It is.
In the East Coast. It's midnight in the West.
I know.
That
I
is the
always
witching hour.
feel like they're sort of cheating.
Who? Yeah.
I'm like, you guys aren't night owls.
No.
They're all
it's
talking to me like they're
only-
night owls.
It's only midnight. We're on a whole other, like, vibration right here.
Yeah, I'm like, shoot.
3 in the morning. What y'all got? 12. Midnight. No, it's good.
It seems that recordings made with
I've
no
been enjoying these
apparent
Friday
input.
night experiments. They've been fun.
Now, these experiments recordings made with no apparent input. It seems that recordings up unexplained voices on the tape. Now, these experiments...
Been enjoying these experiments.
Now, these experiments started...
I was having fun with the whole other and that Lazar UFO audio. Can you see Ginsburg now?
Yep.
RGB. Oh, maybe I should throw some RGB text up there or something.
Yeah.
Should I not get fancy? Maybe I shouldn't risk it.
No.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
You too can easily make professional quality tape recordings with the Tape-O-Matic. By using the pause button feature, you may set the recording level before starting to record, and VM's monitor switch allows you to hear everything as it is being recorded. By consulting your owner's manual, you will discover that this Voice of Music Tape-O-Matic will perform many other functions in addition to playing superb high-fidelity music. For example, this quality instrument may be used for self-training purposes in education, business, and industry. It also affords unique home entertainment for the whole family. There is no better demonstration of high fidelity than in a large orchestral production. Listen now to this fine production of The World is Waiting for the Sunrise.
It's a very big world for such a little boy. Mercy Mary, scared of shadow, shows you to a chair. Dawns a morning spun from golden, something sweet and pure. As light comes and dances in her hair. And lines of strange new thought meander the mazes of your mind. And as you wander, they wander in and free they come and go. She shakes a sour angel dry and throws another. And pretty soon there's not one thing you know. Welcome to the real world, where you and I were born. Even when you're sleeping, you're dreaming. And in the trees you see the promises Sunday morning made, and the moon's a smiling fool above the lake. And all is simply splendid, the shadows, the shade, and all great things just happen by mistake. So you follow the Foolie Bear across the ballroom floor, and the band is playing hazy as you make it to the door. And just outside the night unfolds, you could could not ask for more. It's easy to be as you can see where you never been before. Welcome to the real world, where you and I were born. And even when you're sleeping, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. See, just a slight step to the side and it's another road. Sometimes walking backwards gets you there. I wonder what the caterpillar thinks of butterflies awkwardly tumbling through the air. Oh, it's a very big world for such a little boy, and pretty soon you'll see you're far and wide. 'Cause without you, a flower's just a flower. Any pretty must come from inside. Welcome to the real world, where you and I were born. And then even when you're sleeping, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
Should we go to a video real quick?
Sounds good.
Oh gosh, wait.
We're at Carnegie Hall. We're early. We are early. God, we got the Carnegie Hall early. Hello? Where's the light switch in this place?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I got out.
Oh, cool. You found the lights.
Gosh, it was like pulling my face. And then I finally busted out.
Let's say we went back to that hot new shot one last time before we cut away to a commercial. This is not. I don't even have any commercials in here. I got to convert all those, but I do have. I was scrolling down the Facebook wall, and there was a really fun quarantine jam that the Rainbow Girls put out with our friends from Handmade Moments.
Oh, cool.
Both acts that were at La Sierra Hoedown last year, and they did this really creative. They played together from New Orleans to California. They're all jamming on this song about crawfish, about crawdads. All right, I go to the This Just In folder. I hide that. I show that. I click this.
Hello, Monday. Hey, you guys, we got special guests for you. Our friends Anna and Joel. Handmade Moments from down in New Orleans. To help us close out the crawdad season. All right. Yeah, Joel. honey, sugar baby mine. All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks, friends.
You should go follow our friends.
Claw-made moments.
Anna and Joel. Check them out. They do a live on Wednesdays, I believe, down New Orleans. Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
There's a God walking a fine line between suicide and crucified. There's an ant climbing up the
lodge.
side. Bottle of moonshine in the sunshine.
Oh man.
There's a town suddenly hushed down. The only sound is enough to drown. There's this beautiful flower that smells awful. Look, but no noseful. I mean, it's really terrible. But enough about me. I've always been blue, like the sky is blue. I see what I see, and not one thing I've seen I know is true. But I really used to know you, really used to know me too. There's a picture of pain on the wall, hanged, but he's been framed. There's this faint echo of a child's name, it's dissipating away, it's fading away, fading away. There's the remnants of last night's magic, a burnt matchstick, the two hearts stripped. There's a guitar leaning on the mattress. I've been getting into fitness, my love is my witness. But enough about me, I've always been blue, like the sky is blue. You can sing along. I see what I see, not one thing I see I know is true. But I really used to know you, really used to know me too. There's a siren sounding starboard. The ambulance is backwards. I'm diving in for her. There's a night owl lost in the day. People call his name. Hoop is all they can say. There's just one thing that's hard to prove. It's this game on the chessboard where nobody moves. And there's a heater humming at my feet. Out the window I see the air they breathe. But enough about me. Always been blue, like the sky is blue. I see what I see, and not one thing I see I know is true. But I really used to know you, really used to know me too. Yes! Thank you so much. Oh yeah, thanks for being out there, folks. It's Friday night. Lex in here. We have special guests tonight. Live painting along with the music. Christo, live art in the house. It's been so fun. He's got Ginsberg happening now. Got this nice shot of him. If you're just tuning in, my name's Nathan Moore. I got my friend Lex Park here. Together we call ourselves the Whole Other. And,
Hi.
And tonight we have Christo in here live painting with us, and we're streaming from a whole new platform tonight. We've only crashed once. Very, very, very excited to be in this new sandbox once we figure out how it all works. I think it does do things that I couldn't do before. So, cheers to new frontiers.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's a pretty good toast. Who's with us? Who's out there? What's going on? I'm
Mixing something in the lab back here. Hang on. Here we go. Cheers to new frontiers.
Oh ho ho! This new software doesn't tell me how many people are watching too, so I can pretend whatever I want.
Oh, you're pouring? Are we pouring? I can't.
Yeah, I just poured.
All right.
All right, here we go.
1, 7, 9. To new frontiers.
I might need to take a bigger sip if we're really going to try what we just joked about trying.
Oh, yeah. Me too, because I'm looking at all these buttons like...
Christo's ready. Oh, you didn't. We should. Why don't we cut on Christo's mic first? His mic
Let's cut
doesn't
him
work
on.
very well, ladies and gentlemen.
It might be a little choppy.
It's a little choppy, but hey, Christo, when you hear this, go ahead and cut on your mic. I'll unmute you for a second down in Discord, or maybe that's all you have to do. Here, let me.
Oh man, he's got some Woodford. Yeah, what is
No,
that?
that's
not
some
Woodford.
new jam.
That's some new jam.
Just released today.
Whoa.
Just came out today.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, all right. So can you hear us? You want to propose a toast, Christo? Thank you for doing this. Oh, I don't. Maybe.
No.
Oh, people might not be able to hear it.
I can't hear him. Oh, Christo, we wanted to hear you.
Oh man.
Technology.
Oh wait. But I still don't know if people will hear it.
Oh wait, here we go. I heard something.
Yeah, but I think only we'll hear it, not the cast.
We can try to.
I know.
He just said, "What the?"
I heard that.
we can kind of relay it to
I can
to
put
the
you,
listeners.
I can put you in the headphones here. Oh, you sound pretty clear
sound
at the
great.
moment, but they still can't hear you.
Oh, well.
Here, wait. Let me try this.
Okay.
All right, now talk.
No.
Nope, that didn't work.
Christo. We just want him to be heard.
We will figure this out eventually. You know, I think I know what I have to do. I think I know how to do it.
This is exciting.
All right, I'm hitting plus. I'm hitting, wait, what am I hitting?
I hear something. I thought I heard something. There it is.
Oh, where is that? Where did that come
something.
from?
I hear something.
Yeah, but that's still just us hearing it.
Well.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Root Beer the Reindeer says Christos are to be seen, not heard.
I think I know where I have to go. Hold on. I got this. This is about to happen.
Let's go.
Audio, desktop audio.
It's that New Frontier, y'all. That's the voice from the New Frontier.
It's not letting me change it. Disabled is my only option.
Well, we don't want to do that. Thanks a lot, software. See, if I'm telling you, if all this was running on XP, Windows XP,
it would be good.
Gold. We'd be golden. Best operating system ever.
Oh god, it's using the built-in microphone now. That's weird.
That could be interesting. Low battery. Why would it say that?
Oh, is it plugged in? Okay, never. I'm gonna give up. This is something I thought it would be easy, but it's not easy. Yeah, it's fun. I love it too. Where am I hearing you from though? That's so cool. You hear him a little bit too, don't you?
Not really, but I just dance.
All right, we'll just imagine what toast he would propose. Do you have two windows open in here? Oh, there it is. I got you. Uh-huh. All right, I'm back.
I might have just messed up.
Oh, what happened?
Somehow.
Well, I wish I could hit my thinking music.
Somehow I stopped at the eCam and it's now not connecting.
Oh, really?
Truly.
Oh, yeah, you're frozen.
So we'll just wait.
Maybe close the app entirely.
I did.
You swiped it out?
I just took a drag off a cigarette, but I didn't do it 30 seconds.
And it's so wild where it feels like his voice is coming from.
It's not connecting.
Not connecting?
No.
We have a case to crack, folks.
Wait, I'm getting text from...
Oh, you heard him fine earlier? When was that? I feel like I just unmuted him for this.
Why won't it connect? Why won't it connect? It's leaving me disconnected. I'm just trying to connect. I just can't get it connected. When I push that button, I swipe left and I swipe right. I be swiping up and down and all around. All through the night I can't get connected. No, I can't get connected, baby. How we get connected. Just won't connect.
Well, what do we do? I guess you have to restart the whole iPad.
Here we go.
That's what we're doing. We have a nice still shot of you now.
I see that. I'm just looking concerned. Like, what was this? That was me right in the middle of thinking, is this thing on?
Let me.
This thing on?
Oh, wait. Wait, what happened? An earthquake?
What? When?
Say again?
Ugh, tried to read it. Couldn't read it. I'm on the delay.
Big earthquake in LA just now.
Whoa.
How big? What is wide awake and freaked out?
Going to Twitter.
Wow, that's on Facebook? Oh, wow.
.6.
Wow. God, we've been breaking all kinds of news. That's not even what we do, but it just keeps happening.
Yeah, 4.6. It's big.
Is it?
It says, seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones told Eyewitness News the quake was similar in type and location to the deadly 1987 Whittier Narrows quake, which had a magnitude of 5.9, but this one was much smaller in comparison.
Smaller in comparison.
More to come at 11.
Right.
Well, they do have a preference if you look, but yeah.
You know what, guys? I need to get a little ice, and we are out of videos here, so I got nothing to cut away to. So there's a still picture of you, Lex. So everything you say is still attached to a face. I just want you to know that.
Coming
Christo,
out of my right nostril there.
Christo, it's your show, pretty much. Maybe you can tell the show about your painting and your paintings and your process, or.
Well, now Nathan needs ice, and we need you to talk about things.
But he has to. I have to hold my headphones up to the microphone, so I don't know if I can.
Oh no!
I don't know if y'all can do it without me.
Squeak.
There you go. It's like old school radio.
Oh man, So you were working on 3 different pieces tonight, like it just in various stages. Is it just kind of like as you feel a certain movement towards a certain piece, you're like, oh, I'm going to work on this one now? Is it kind of like that?
No, I'm working on 6.
Oh, 6. I don't look up a lot, but I did see you working on 3 different ones tonight during the course. Mm-hmm.
And when Ruth Ginsburg died today, I was like, fuck!
Yeah, well.
I gotta start a whole new thing. Because we're starting a whole new thing together here.
Absolutely.
And I hope you invite me back.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
The whole other way.
I wouldn't have it any whole other way.
I was in the middle of like 2 other.
Definitely. Yep.
I mean, one of the first times I painted live at IC 2012, and it with toots and the paintballs. Holy fuck! This is one of the great times I. So when Ruth died today, I was like, maybe I should start a Ruth. Maybe I should do a Ruth, and I was like, you don't have to do it because I have a printer, and I'm gonna use both of my devices, like keep this shit going.
All right. For tonight. Yep.
So I don't have a printer, so I don't have means to like look at a reference piece.
Right.
So you didn't have a reference for that?
Jewish grandmother.
Yeah.
And paint that. That's racist as fuck. So while we were on our downtime for like 4 hours this afternoon, I found one picture and I had 3 pencils left that had like tips on them. So I sketched it out as best as I could on a canvas that I was already slotting to paint a commission for someone else. So now they're fucked. And what we're doing.
Well, I'm just hoping that they could hear you at all because they were listening from my headphones into the microphone. But I was trying to hold it so it would project into the microphone. I got to figure out how to route the audio to this new software. Sorry about that. It was for a good cause. Inspiration. It couldn't be helped. So what's your update, Lex?
Not connecting. It's not connecting, baby.
So maybe why don't I hand you my phone over the wall?
Can't get it connected.
Let me see if my phone will connect.
Try to get your phone to connect. Try to get your phone to connect. Nathan's trying to get his phone to connect.
There you go.
Trying to get his phone to connect. To connect. Nathan, did you get that phone to connect?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Said not yet. Baby, gotta get that phone to connect. Phone to connect. Gotta get that phone.
I feel like they're pulling the rug out from under us. All these things changing, not working the way they always used to.
Not working the same way they used to. They let me down, let me down, let me down. Trying to get that phone to connect.
Yeah, my phone's not connecting either.
Nothing gonna connect. Trying to get that phone. Don't work like it used to. Let me down. Don't work like it used to. We got no cams. Do we got no cams?
We might have. I mean, gosh. At the moment, we have no cams.
Yeah, just audio. It's like
I mean,
radio on YouTube.
We have a live painter right now. We have a beautiful shot of a live painter.
Then that's what we go with.
Yeah. Nice song, man. That was sweet.
It was inspired by a tragedy.
Yeah, true story. I should have done a close-up of my connecting sign. Look at that.
Yeah, we might have
RGB. All right, Christo, you're muted again. We're going back in.
Going back in.
I will figure out how to route the audio from Discord to the show this weekend. I'll figure it out. You know, the good news is that even though your camera's not working, it still shows a still shot of you. That's pretty 2020. It's like doing the best it could possibly do to have your face still part of the show.
Gosh, it connected right away last time. Boom.
And you restarted your phone?
The whole
I mean the iPad?
All of it.
Oh, what on earth?
I don't know. There's definitely been an earthquake, though. What on earthquake?
That might have something to do with it. Might it not?
Interesting. Potentially, it seems like if there was
that's a little sketchier, actually,
Yeah.
if I think it through. Yeah, it's not like going to the cloud first. That's so wild. Dang, nabbit. Oh wait, he's signed off. Oh, here he comes back. Yeah, maybe we should just put it on Christo and play. I don't know. Is it leaving song time? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lex Park. What a fun night! Thanks for your patience with this new software and this new paradigm.
Trying some things.
It's cool.
It is a collaboratory. It's always an experimental atmosphere around here, even when it's not a collaboratory. It's like always an experiment, and that's the whole other. This was kind of the perfect night to do something like this, Nathan, and introduce all this new technology.
That's what I was thinking of.
You know, I mean, we are, if we're not good at anything, we're definitely good at just going with the unexpected. You know, it's what we try to do musically every time we start a song. And why not throw some new technology in there and see how we can work with it on the fly.
Exactly.
Learn some things tonight. Next week will be different. The week forward will be different.
Pickle King says to play loud. Molly Upcycle, good to see you. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Amy. Thanks everybody that tuned in tonight.
Yeah, man.
Elizabeth. All y'all. Christo, beautiful, wonderful having your energy on the show. I hope our music inspired us some nice strokes. I remember they'd always say that you could, like experts could tell a painter by a single stroke. They'd see the single stroke and be like, that's Van Gogh. I always tried to, that always thought, inspired, that was an inspiring thought to me.
I love that.
But it is true, like you think about like a guitar tone or something, one note.
Yep.
I'll tell you that lead guitarist in one note. And even for poets, I can tell you that poet in one line.
We play that game at home, not poet, but we do play it at home. Lucy and I kind of get this thing going where I'm like, all right, name that tune. She's like, okay, I can name that tune in 3 notes. All right, I can name that tune in 3 notes. And I try to like target like some of their, because I listen to a lot of the music that they listen to, just because I like some of it, and also I just like to be kind of plugged in, what moves them. It's important to me to like understand what kind of music, what different combination of rhythm and melody and stuff, like move people, you know, in different ways. And definitely the youth have a different perspective on it, you know.
They have to, yeah.
And there's so many new sounds to them that may not be as new to me anymore, you know.
I knew, like, something had happened when I was at some jam, or whatever. I think it was like with the Fruition guy, and this is when I first realized I was older than everybody, because they broke into Wonderwall.
Oh, okay.
And I'd never heard it before. And they were all singing at the top of their lungs.
And you're like, wait, what did I miss?
And it wasn't necessarily because they thought it was the best song ever. It was a huge hit in high school.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Huge hit in high school. I mean, that stuff shapes you no matter what. Yep. I was MTV, the birth of MTV, Go-Go's, Quiet Riot, Michael Jackson.
Dire Straits,
all of it, yeah. Oh, man. It was a hit when you were in high school. That sounds like a good country song. Well, that was a hit in high school.
But it ain't right now.
Okay, so Christo, I think a bulk of the rest of the show is going to be sort of on you. I'm gonna switch between you and some weird video footage, and occasionally a still life of Lex Pecker. Sorry. What? That was like a bad Tom Robbins free association joke. Still life with Woodpecker. We got still.
Wow.
I mean, I wish I could see your actual face reacting to that right now.
I was a little frozen, but I was also pouring some Coca-Cola in my thing.
I'll tell you what, man, with what you got going on in your square right now, you should challenge us all to some poker. You got the serious poker face right now.
Yeah. You can't read a fucking thing there. Sorry, F-bombs. I know the FCC is not going to...
Christo might be having some... He looks like he's got his phone and might have some breaking news going on. Is that happening?
Gosh.
I don't even know.
Can we go back to him? We can relay what he's saying to you guys.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Beastie Boys. I'm seeing some chat about the Beastie Boys. I love the Beastie Boys.
Okay, I can hear you now, Christo. Did you get some more news?
Oh, you looked urgent.
Okay, so did you hear us when we were talking about how because Lex lost his camera, I think we're just going to like focus on you for the farewell jam. We have we're going to do a leaving song, and then the way the show always ends is with some spoken word poetry, vintage poetry that I have on my soundboard here. I'll trigger a poem, and at the end of the poem, the show ends. But who knows we don't know what's about to happen immediately, though. Here we go. For the final stretch. Thank you so much for doing this, brother. I love it.
What are you drinking, Nathan?
It's Saul, my new brother-in-law that just arrived to town today, left me this. A small batch, 1792.
$17.92.
He's got this Hirsch. You see that with the blue label?
No.
It's coming up soon.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
It's a pretty label. Makes you want to be on a sailboat or something. Hirsch. He said it just dropped today. He said it just appeared today in the world.
Good price, too. Fair price. I see the little price there.
There's a price tag on it?
Looks like $33. I'd pay that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's drinking it straight up. Straight up out the bottle. I prefer it on rocks, you know. But all the rocks are melted here.
I like that. Oh, really? Did you put them in the ice bucket?
No. I mean, just in the glass.
Oh, right. There's this magic moment the ice has to melt for a few minutes, and then there's this magic moment where it's perfect. And perfect for a while, but yeah, it like takes the edge off just right. And as soon as it's I love ice melting in a bourbon, and then when it hits that sweet spot.
So you have video.
Oh, I have. What's that?
You have video.
I have video, absolutely. Yeah, and we have Christo on. He's still moving. You're frozen. And I tried with my phone as well, and Epic Cam is not working for me on my phone either.
It's amazing.
Gar.
So you're not using
and that has nothing
on
to
your
do.
computer?
I don't think that has anything to do with Streamlabs.
You're not using that for like the feed that I see of you?
No.
What are you using?
That's my webcam.
And what is that going through?
USB right into the computer.
But what is it? What's driving it?
What do you mean?
Like, if you're not using Epicam to like stream, like what is it using to be broadcast? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
That's a little confused. I mean, it's just it goes right into the USB and comes up as a camera in this software. But what Epic Cam is for mobile devices that can connect through Wi-Fi to the computer and then be recognized as a camera in the streaming software, which is pretty miraculous. Like it's sort of a new thing.
Is that what Christo's using?
No, he's in Discord. Oh, you could do Discord, dude. Join Christo. Bam.
I'm on my way to the Discord.
All right,
guys.
I'm gonna have to create a new a new page.
I'm joining Christo in the disco.
Yeah, baby. All right.
Christo in the disco. Hey.
Actually, it's in the sanctuary.
In the sanctuary.
All right, so I'm gonna have to refocus the cameras, but I got this. No one else will have to see it. There he is. Look at that. All right, so let's see what I have to do.
Yay! I think I'm. Turned down there, so I think I should be okay.
Oh, this is completely gonna work. All right.
But you're not in the disco, but I can see you on the TV if you do that.
No, I can do this. There's several ways I could do this right now. Maybe I'll just have some fun and test the limits, push the boundaries, and join you guys in there. Even though there's other ways I could achieve it.
Dark Czar's like, I suggested that like 45 minutes ago that I...
Well, it's so hard to keep up with the chats. I've been trying. It's so hard.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks anyways.
I know, thanks anyways.
Jeez. All right, now we're all in here together.
All right.
I still have a little more work to do. But I got this, and no one has to see me do it. It's just so beautiful in a way, even though it's janky.
I can see something happening over here, by the way. I see a lot of dragging around. But it's also very choppy over here. So I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, we might be janky as...
It could be janky as hell. Let's just go with it.
Right now, yeah, go ahead. No, please. I got to resize this window, and it's acting really weird and slow, but I got this.
I'm not even holding an instrument yet.
Yeah, but I got you.
This would be good background music.
Yeah, just hit that.
Charles Baudelaire, Les fleurs du mal, l'albatros. Souvent, pour s'amuser, les hommes d'équipage prennent des albatros, vastes oiseaux des mers qui suivent, indolents compagnons de voyage, le navire glissant sur les gouffres amers. Peine les ont-ils déposés sur les planches que ces rois de l'azur, maladroits et honteux, laissent piteusement leurs grandes ailes blanches comme des avirons traîner à côté d'eux.
Yeah.
Ce voyageur ailé, comme il est gauche et veule, lui, naguère si beau, qu'il est comique et laid. L'un agace son bec avec un brûle-gueule. L'autre mime, en boitant, l'infirme qui volait. Le poète est semblable au prince des nuées, qui hante la tempête et se rit de l'archer. Exilé sur le sol au milieu des huées, ses ailes de géant l'empêchent de marcher.
What if you discovered all your thinking didn't matter? Would that chatter too much, or would that be a relief? What if you did not need to believe? I'd love to hear you then, my friend, the things you'd never say again. The words you're spinning in the wind, they're all tied to soldiers marching. What if you decided to reveal all that you're hiding, like Lady Godiva riding naked through the town? What if they beat you down? So you say you love my friend like it won't be said again, as if all the walls weren't creeping in and all the toms weren't peeping. Whoa. Be silly, be honest, always trust your cape. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lex, for coming over. Thank you, Christo, for coming over. So much fun. Woo! We made it. We made it. No matter what happens, we made it. What if you discovered all your thinking didn't matter? Would that shatter too much, or would that be a relief? What if you did not need to believe? I'd love to hear you then, my friend, the things you'd never say again. The words you're spinning in the wind, they're all tied to soldiers marching. Whoa!
Carl Solomon. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night, who poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high sat up smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold water flats, floating across the tops of cities contemplating jazz, who bared their brains to heaven under the L and saw Mohammedan angels staggering on tenement roofs illuminated, who passed through universities with radiant, cool eyes hallucinating Arkansas and Blake light tragedy among the scholars of war, who were expelled from the academies for crazy and publishing obscene odes on the windows of the skull, who cowered in unshaven rooms in underwear, burning their money in wastebaskets and listening to the terror through the wall, who got busted in their pubic beards returning through Laredo with a belt of marijuana for New York, who ate fire and paint hotels or drank turpentine in Paradise Alley, death, or purgatoried their torsos night after night with dreams, with drugs, with waking nightmares, alcohol and cock and endless balls, incomparable blind streets of shuddering cloud and lightning in the mind leaping toward poles of Canada and Patterson, illuminating all the motionless world of time between peyote solidities of halls, backyard green trees, cemetery dawns, wine drunkenness over the rooftops, storefront boroughs of tea-head, joyride, neon, blinking traffic light, sun and moon and tree vibrations in the roaring winter dusks of Brooklyn, ashcan rantings and kind king light of
Be silly,
mind,
be honest,
who
always
chained
trust your
himself to
king.
subways for the
So much
endless
fun.
ride from Battery
Oh, my
to Holy
goodness.
Bronx on Benzedrine, until the noise of wheels and children brought them down, shuddering, mouth-racked and battered, bleak of brain, all drained of brilliance in the drear light of zoo, who sank all night in submarine light of Bickfords, floated out and sat for the stale deer afternoon in desolate fugazis, listening to the crack of doom on the hydrogen jukebox, who talked continuously 70 hours from park to pad to bar to Bellevue to museum to the Brooklyn Bridge, a lost battalion of platonic conversationalists jumping down the stoops, off fire escapes, off windowsills, off Empire State, out of the moon. Yakety-yakking, screaming, vomiting, whispering facts and memories and anecdotes and eyeball kicks and shocks of hospitals and jails and wars, whole intellects disgorged in total recall for 7 days and nights with brilliant eyes, meat for the synagogue cast on the pavement, who vanished into nowhere, Zen, New Jersey, leaving a trail of ambiguous picture postcards of Atlantic City Hall, suffering eastern sweats and Tangerian bone grindings and migraines of China under junk withdrawal in Newark's bleak furnished room, who wandered around and around at midnight in the railroad yard, wondering where to go and when, leaving no broken hearts, who lit cigarettes in boxcars racketing through snow toward lonesome farms in grandfather night, who studied Plotinus, Poe, St. John of the Cross, the Book of the Dead, telepathy, and Bob Kabbalah, because the cosmos instinctively vibrated at their feet in Kansas, who loaned it through the streets of Idaho, seeking visionary Indian angels who were visionary Indian angels, who thought they were only mad when Baltimore gleamed in supernatural ecstasy, who jumped in limousines with the Chinamen of Oklahoma on the impulse of winter, midnight, streetlight, small town rain, who lounged hungry and lonesome through Houston seeking jazz or sex or soup, and followed the brilliant Spaniard to converse about America and eternity, a hopeless task, and so took ship to Africa, who disappeared into the volcanoes of Mexico, leaving behind nothing but the shadow of dungarees and the lava and ash of poetry scattered in fireplace Chicago, who reappeared on the West Coast investigating the FBI in beards and shorts with big pacifist eyes, sexy in their dark skin, passing out incomprehensible leaflets, who burned cigarette holes in their arms, protesting the narcotic tobacco haze of capitalism, who distributed super-communist pamphlets in Union Square, weeping or undressing, while the sirens of Los Alamos wailed them down, and wailed down Wall, and the Staten Island Ferry also wailed, who broke down crying in white gymnasiums, naked and trembling before the machinery of other skeletons, who bit detectives in the neck and shrieked with delight in police cars for committing no crime but their own wild cooking, pederasty, and intoxication, who howled on their knees in the subway and were dragged off the roof waving genitals and manuscripts, who let themselves be fucked in the ass by saintly motorcyclists and screamed with joy, who blew and were blown by those human seraphim, the sailors, caresses of Atlantic and Caribbean love, who bawled in the morning and the evenings in rose gardens and the grass of public parks and cemeteries, scattering their semen freely to whomever come who may, who hiccuped endlessly trying to giggle but wound up with a sob behind a partition in a Turkish bath when the blonde and naked angel came to pierce them with a sword, who lost their love boys to the three old shrews of fate, the one-eyed shrew of the heterosexual dollar, the one-eyed shrew that winks out of the womb, and the one-eyed shrew that does nothing but sit on her ass and snip the intellectual golden threads of the craftsman's loom, who copulated ecstatic and insatiate with a bottle of beer, a sweetheart, a package of cigarettes, a candle, and fell off the bed, and continued along the floor and down the hall and ended